Hello YouTube! This is my 1967 Mustang and I'm hoping there's lots of Americans watching because this is a bit of a project. I did not use this, I used this, and that is going to cost me a lot of money as this has a lot wrong with it. And we've already dubbed it the Mustang. We're going to cut in some videos to show you what we found on our first day of purchase, and it is not good. So we're going to take it around the car and show you what's wrong with it. I have some scissors here, and that's because I have some wet carpets, and under here we have loads of rust. It's in the UK now, which means rain, and obviously want to cut the carpet out so I've not got a nice damp surface there causing more rust, because rust we do not trust. So let's get cracking. So here's how to ruin your expensive Mustang already. We're just going to cut through it, because we can get new carpet someday. It's a project, and it's better than it going to rust. We just need it out to stop the rust. And let's face it, it's not the best quality. It's average at best. We just need a nice working shell.
Let's get some fur.
Yeah, some fur. It's a project car. What more do you want? We may be here a while.
Yes. Very much a while by the look of it. Jeez, alright, you might as well put up the whole thing now. How long have you owned this, Ryan?
I've owned this 1 day and it's already getting modified.
How many times have you driven it?
0, because it's not registered yet. The funds of a UK Mustang, which is the cheapest example I found. I've got a habit of buying cheap stuff and
yes.
It never really pays off too well. But there you go.
Hey, we're through.
And we're through, and we can throw it out, he says, as he's stuck on something, stuck on the seat. Let's give that a nice chop. The joys of butchering your car this early.
Well, whilst he's doing that, should we go and enjoy the engine bay? He's having fun. Look at this. Nice. Nice. Rob approved. And is it out?
It is out.
Finally. Show him how sopping wet it was.
It is sopping.
It is, yes.
Lots of rust.
It's that, juicy.
We work as a team here, and we think this is the aircon with potential nest in it or something, don't we, Rob?
Yeah,
there's
a nest of rust.
Lots of rubbish falling out of it. So this is project car life for you if you buy an import Mustang. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to remove that, aren't we?
Yeah, there's something fairy in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I'm still putting my finger up, and I smell more fuel.
Lovely. Well.
Oh, hang on, there we go.
Oh, progress. There's just lots of rubbish. Well, we'll get back to you in a sec. So Rob only came round for a look, and nice and damp, isn't it, Rob?
Yeah.
So we're ready.
It's almost like a swimming pool down here.
We're destroying the car already. So, well, don't need scissors. That's out.
I think you should go get a
Bit of rust.
screwdriver.
I ain't getting the screwdriver, that's tempting fate. It's got some nice screwed in panels here. That looks properly shit. That don't sound too good either. I mean, it's not great, is it? But
not looking
hey,
good.
Project car, so you've got lots of content coming, and hopefully we don't, lose the will to live with it. But you got to do things for a Mustang in the UK, and we're doing it.
We're doing it, very much so. Look, it's got some more parts as well with it. Very cool. Here's the other half. Huh. Missing a bolt. That's always good. all the cables. A rust hole here, or whatever hole that is there. Oh, I don't want to touch that anymore.
He's breaking my car.
I think you already broke your car, mate.
Yeah. I should probably check the back isn't damp as well. That feels alright. Yeah, back's good.
Back's good? Good.
Lovely.
We'll get one more for you. Ryan's Mustang.
In rust, we trust.
Many rusts. Lovely.
Thoughts?
It's cool.
But crappy.
Yeah. But
For
the
now.
engine sound good. Engine sound good. As long as that sounds good, that's all that matters, isn't it?
I think
Like
so.
you say, it's a project.
project.
So that's why we find more parts lying about. As you do.
So we're slowly learning. We found this is coming out of the interior and should be going to the washer reservoirs, which are here and here. But there was some stuff here which I reckon they've painted over, and we found out there's a foot pump to go from the interior to the exterior, but God knows how we get it working now we've cut the hose off. So it's another thing we're learning about, and I think we're going to have to crack on with. So this Mustang is a bit of a project, as I mentioned, and the first thing we found out which was wrong was there was lots of water, and as it's just rained we found out it's still leaking inside. So Americans, if you've got any ideas where water would get in from, please help us out, as we think there's some vent up in the top left and right corners. We have no idea, but as you can see we've already tore the carpet out on the first day of ownership. And what I'd also like to know is, should I be cutting the floor out and re-welding in new panels? As you can see, it was very rusty. We're going to put some more clips in, and there's some gaps in the floor. It really is not a good car, and as I said, I bought with my heart and not my head, and now I'm realising what a problem it's going to be. So it looks like myself and Rob are going to become very good mechanics. So any advice on cutting and welding, or whether we should remove the rust and see how the floor is, the advice would be appreciated. But we will try and remove the rust to start with, and then we'll give you an update video. You can see what it looks like. But judging by this dodgy panel down here, which I'll put on the screen, it's probably going to be a cut and new metal job, because it does not look good. Anyway, let's continue to the back. Next issue. Now, we haven't looked in this car in the wet yet, but Rob, come here. We can see water pooling. It looks like it's coming down off these towers, or wheel arches I should say. So I don't know if it's leaking through the windscreen. If you have any ideas, let us know. And you can also see it's been covered in Raptor spray, which is absolutely useless for us, as we need to change these rear lights. So we have amber indicators over here, and what they have done is they've sprayed over all the wires. So that's going to be the first job, to even drive this thing on the road and get this road legal, even though it doesn't require tax or MOT here, which is a bonus. But that's the first job we'll need to do, and it should be fairly easy, I hope. But we're going to dive into that next episode and see how we do. Hopefully we'll be test driving this thing as well. If not, as I said, we've got lots of videos coming of how we're going to get this thing on the road and get it driving. Next thing wrong, window seals. They're cracked, so I've had to put tape on it. So come here, Rob, have a look. This is just to stop the water getting in. So there was no window seal here. This one's all cracked. What do you expect for 60-year-old plastic? Now come in here, Rob, come in here. So this is where the dodgy welded panel is. This doesn't close. The dodgy welded panel down here in the corner, which we should have shown you by now. But again, as we've got a swimming pool here, and what I've also noticed, there's a nice hole down here. I can see the outside there, so I'm thinking you're going to be telling me I need to weld that up or get cutting and welding. But it doesn't look great so far, does it, Rob?
No, not at all.
Not at all. So let's see the good bit. Now the last bit. Hopefully this is the good bit. We have 289 V8. So those of you who aren't American, that is a 4.7 litre V8. And nothing appears to look that wrong. Now, if you've seen some of the old bits I've clipped in, we were mucking about with this, which is the washer pump, and you've got like a foot pump, which is very different to squirt the water on the windshield. So weird, old, but hey, if it works, it works. So we were looking at fixing that. The engine works, runs till we get it on the road. I haven't done a long test yet, but hopefully it's not completely screwed. Who knows? We'll find out. Let's show you how it sounds. And there we go. Mustang is running. So for those of you who are interested in buying a Mustang, follow us on our journey, as I'm sure I'll put you off if you're in the UK. Americans, please help us out. We need the help. There's so many things wrong with this which I need to fix. It's going to be a long process, but hopefully that means lots of content. So like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.